Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
To create a sales receipt, you have two options. Your first option is to click the Create icon and then select Sales Receipt underneath the Customer's heading. The other option is to simply click the customer's link within the navigation bar to display the customer's page, and then select Sales Receipt from the Action column for the selected customer. The first option within the Sales Receipt window is to use the Choose a Customer drop-down box. Note that you can also click the Add New command at the top of this drop-down list. Selecting Add New from the drop-down box will open a small New Customer menu where you can add a customer's name. There is a Details link that will open the full Customer Information menu. If you choose just to add a name, then click the Save button to save the new name and close the menu. To the right is an email field that will allow you to enter an email, or it will be pre-filled for you if you selected a customer from the customer list that has an email address already entered. Directly below the email field is a checkbox for Send Later. This will allow you to create the sales receipt and email it to the customer later. The next section by default has two text boxes, one for the billing address and one for the sales receipt date. The billing address will automatically fill depending on whether your customer information contains an address. The sales receipt date will have the current date automatically entered, but it can be changed. If you have shipping turned on within your company settings, this section will also contain a shipping address field, a ship via field, a shipping date, and a tracking number field. If your customer has a shipping address in their file, the shipping address field will be automatically filled. The Ship Via field allows you to enter the company that will be used to ship to your customer, for example UPS, FedEx, etc. The Shipping Date field is the date you plan on shipping the purchase to your customer. And finally, the Tracking Number field is where you can enter a tracking number for the package you're shipping. The next option is to select the payment method for your sales receipt. The options in the drop-down box are Add New, Cash, Check, and Credit Card. Next is a text box for reference number. You can use the reference number field to record a customer check number, for example. Directly to the right of reference number is a drop-down box for Deposit To. This will allow you to select the account into which the money should be deposited. The next section is the list of the products or services that you are selling to the customer. Here you will be able to choose product or service, description, quantity, rate, and amount. Each line has a trash can icon shown at the right end that will delete that specific line if clicked. Clicking into the product or service box on a line will display a drop-down box where you will select what you are selling to the customer. You will then enter the quantity into the quantity column. The description, rate, and amount fields should be automatically filled with the information for that product stored in your company's products and services list. Under the line item list, there are two buttons for Add Lines and Clear Lines. Clicking Add Lines will add more lines to the line item area within this form. However, when you are inputting data into the sales receipt, note that QuickBooks Online Plus will automatically add an extra line when you start an entry on line 2 and any subsequent lines. Next, you will find a message displayed on sales receipt text box followed by a memo text box. The message displayed on sales receipt text box allows you to enter a message the customer will see on their copy. Entries made in the memo text box are for internal use only and will not be seen on the customer's copy. These are followed by an attachments section, which will allow you to attach a file up to 25 megabytes. To the right, you will have the tax and shipping information for the customer. Across the bottom of the page are Cancel, Clear, Printer Preview, Make Recurring, Customize, Save, and a final drop-down button with the options to Save and Send, Save and New, and Save and Close. You can click the Make Recurring button to open the Recurring Sales Receipt window, which allows you to set the options for a recurring sales receipt, much like the options for a recurring invoice that we looked at in the previous lessons. Clicking Customize will allow you to customize how your sales receipt looks and allow you to save it as a template. On the bottom right side of the page, you have a Save button to save the transaction and a drop-down button that contains the options to Save and Send, Save and create a new sales receipt, or save the sales receipt and close the window.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.